Ukraine told to accept cash for land deal with Putin. Follow this channel, Eco Channel TV, for more updates on international news. Ukraine told to accept cash for land deal with Putin. Russia would keep control of Donbas region in exchange for rental fee under U.S. plan. Ukraine could be forced to lease part of its territory to Russia under a U.S. plan to end the war. The Trump administration deal would see Kyiv cede control of the eastern Donbas region, but maintain legal ownership. Russia would pay an undisclosed rental fee for de facto control of the region, officials familiar with the deal told the Telegraph. The 28-point plan was thrashed out between the U.S. and Russia in a recent flurry of secretive talks, renewing fears that Ukraine is being frozen out of discussions about its future. As well as forcing Ukraine to surrender territory, the deal would slash the size of Kyiv's military in half and ban it from possessing long-range missiles. It would also block deployments of foreign troops in Ukraine, end U.S. military assistance, and prevent foreign diplomatic aircraft from landing in the country. Russian would be made an official state language, and the Russian Orthodox Church would be given official status in the occupied territories. Ukraine would be permitted to negotiate security guarantees from the U.S. and European governments to help maintain any ceasefire. Officials in the Ukrainian capital dismissed the plan, and Russia denied knowledge of it. Donald Trump did not comment on the deal, but revealed on Wednesday that he had recently told Vladimir Putin, "Let me settle your freaking war." However, sources said the White House had told Volodymyr Zelensky he must agree to the terms, sensing weakness because of a corruption scandal engulfing the Ukrainian president. Mr. Zelensky has repeatedly ruled out surrendering the entire Donbas to Russia as the price for peace. Ceding territory has been a long-held demand of Putin since he met Mr. Trump in Alaska in August for peace talks. After pressure from Kyiv and other Western capitals, the U.S. president had rejected the move, arguing any ceasefire should be negotiated based on the current front lines. The Trump plan for a land lease scheme by Ukraine fits a pattern of business deals used to prop up peace agreements. The Donbas is rich in minerals. In exchange for the territory, Moscow could be expected to pay a ground fee to compensate for the financial losses incurred by Ukraine's losing access to its lands. Ukraine is obliged under its constitution to put ceding of territory to a public vote that would be likely to fail, something a lease deal would avoid. Shortly after the deal emerged, Lieutenant Keith Kellogg, Mr. Trump's special envoy to Ukraine, announced his resignation. A close associate said he believed fellow Trump administration officials were being strung along by Russia. It was drawn up during 3 days of talks between Steve Witkoff, Mr. Trump's peace envoy, and Kirill Dmitriev, a Russian envoy, in Miami last month. Reports suggest Mr. Dmitriev told Axios he was optimistic about the deal because "we feel the Russian position is really being heard." He said the U.S. would explain the benefits of the peace agreement to Ukraine and its European allies, adding that negotiations were taking place at a time when Moscow was making progress on the ground. "It's happening with the background of Russia definitely having additional successes on the battlefield," he said, suggesting that Moscow's leverage was growing. The strategy was shared with Kyiv this week, with Rustem Umerov, the head of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, flown to Miami for talks. The talks came days after a summit between Mr. Trump and Putin in Hungary was canceled, and the U.S. appeared to be taking a hard line on Russia by imposing oil sanctions. European sources told the Telegraph that they had largely been kept in the dark about the details of the deal. Mr. Witkoff is often criticized privately by Euro